Now, if you're planning a move to West Denver, the biggest mistake that I see people making is assuming that they know the cost. I'm not talking about the house, not the mortgage. I'm talking about the costs that hit you after you unpack those boxes. And at this time, it's when your budget is already stretched and you're wondering, where did all the money go? So before you find yourself in that spot, let's break down the 4 relocation costs that no one talks about. And stick with me, because knowing these upfront is going to save you stress, money, and maybe even your weekends. Now, I work with families moving here all the time. They've got their spreadsheets, they've got their budgets, their color-coded folders, and still, something always catches them off guard. That's why I made this video, so you know the hidden costs before they blow up your whole plan. And let's start with the biggest one. Number 1, the commute creep, because on paper, your office is only 12 miles away. Google Maps says 25 minutes. It looks fine, right? But add in that January darkness, some snow, traffic, and suddenly it's 50 minutes, and that's just one way. I had a client buy in Golden, amazing views, great house, but they worked in the tech center. So after a month of 90-minute round trips, they were toast. The house didn't cost more, but the lifestyle did. Dinner with the kids, missed. Weekend hiking, too tired. Takeaway is commute costs are more than just gas. They eat your time, your energy, and your family moments, and those just never show up on Zillow. All right, takeaway number 2, your DMV fees and emissions testing. Now, when I moved here, I thought car registration would be maybe $100. Nope. It was nearly $900. And if your old state didn't require emissions testing, well, surprise, parts of West Denver do. Now the test is only $25, but if something fails, that's more cost. So the takeaway is just to check DMV calculator before you move. It's not panic, it's just planning. Now I see these same surprises again and again. So I wrote them all down in a free relocation guide. And I'll pin that in the comments and link it in the description. This way it'll save you hours of guessing. All right, takeaway number 3, temporary housing gaps. So this blindsides people all the time. Your old house sells before your new one is ready, or maybe your builder is delayed, or the movers are just late. And then suddenly you're paying for short-term rentals, storage, pods, pet boarding. So the takeaway is to build 2 to 4 week buffer into your plan. This way, if you don't need it, it's great. But if you do, you won't be scrambling. All right, let's take a quick pause. I want to know which of these surprises has surprised you the most so far. Was it the commute creep, the DMV fees, housing gaps? Drop it in the comments below, because I'm always curious to hear what your thoughts are. Okay, let's talk about something every out-of-state mover ends up buying. So your takeaway number 4 is your winter gear. Now, if you're coming from California, Texas, or Florida, you probably don't own a snow shovel, or a humidifier, or a roof rake. So in Lakewood or Littleton, you're going to want to have those in place by January. Even small things like ice melt or de-icer, they do add up. So budget about $300 to $500 for your first Colorado winter kit. Your driveway, your skin, and your sanity certainly will thank you. So before you pack that U-Haul, plan for your commute creep, your DMV fees, housing gaps, winter gear. Now, remember, these are not deal breakers, but if you ignore them, they certainly multiply your stress and your budget. Now, relocation costs aren't just dollars. Know that they are about how your life actually runs. So instead of asking, how much house can I afford? Ask, what kind of lifestyle does this home support? Now I help families and professionals figure this out every week when they're relocating to West Denver suburbs like Littleton, Lakewood, Golden, or Arvada. And if this helped, the next video to watch is Don't Relocate to Colorado Until You Know This About West Denver. And it covers the things that people wish they knew before moving. Click on it right here, and I'll see you there. And remember, life is short, live somewhere awesome, and be well. We'll see you next time.